Hello, welcome to Jason the Old Millennial. My name is Jason. I'm speaking to you here in my basement in the great state of Kansas. And today I'm continuing my list of top 100 favorite albums of all time. Today I'm on number 67 on my list. And the album today is called Moondance from Van Morrison. It came out in 1970. It was his third studio album. Van Morrison was kind of well-known Irish, came from Ireland, singer-songwriter, I guess. Um, the only thing I really knew about Van Morrison was Brown Eyed Girl in the 60s. That was a song that's on the radio a lot, and it's a song I really, really like. When I think of Van Morrison, I think Brown Eyed Girl, and that's probably my favorite song from him. I didn't know much beyond that. But I know I've seen Moondance and also another album made called Astral Weeks are usually in the top 100 of any album list I see. So I know this album and, like I said, Astral Weeks are usually very critically acclaimed albums that a lot of people really like that listen to it. Van Morrison's not a person I hear a lot of people talk about. It seems like he's more of a deep cut artist. Like, he doesn't make music that's real commercially successful or that you hear a lot on the radio, except for Brown Eyed Girl. Besides that, I never hear any of his music on the radio, or I haven't growing up, so I really didn't know much about his music at all. But of course I wanted to check this album out because it's so critically acclaimed. Anyways, it turns out to be I thought, a really good album. I really enjoyed this one. Just to go over some things about it. Like I said, his second album was called Astral Weeks, which I think a lot of times is even ranked higher than this album. I've listened to Astral Weeks once a little while ago, and I don't remember much about it except I didn't care for the album. I wasn't a fan of that one like I am of this one. But from what I read, what kind of surprised me is that Astral Weeks was actually a commercial failure. It didn't sell really at all. Didn't do very good on the charts or anything. It was just a little too. His kind of music is somewhat unique. He's a really good singer, of course, songwriter, guitar player. But he adds a lot of kind of jazz influences and R&B, I think, and soul, and so he gets a lot of different genres, kind of combines them all. Anyways, it sounds like Astro Weeks was just not commercially. None of the songs were hits. It just wasn't commercially accessible to a regular audience. Couldn't get into it. It was more for the hardcore music fans. So when he came up with Moondance, he was trying to write. He's kind of disappointed in what happened to Astral Weeks, and so then when he's making Moondance, he's trying to make one that had a little more, he thought, commercially accessible to the general audience and would sell better. Which I think, what does that mean? I think it means the tunes just be more catchier, more melody in it. That's what audiences like, I would think. That's what I like. I like a good catchy chorus. I like a good melody. Besides, good instrumentation, harmonies, and all that go along with it. So he kind of made this just for the, okay, I need to make something good now that I made a failure in Astral Weeks. I need the next one to be good. I need to make some money. It's nice being an artist and being very good at it, but you also want to make money, I think, and that's what he kind of decided. I'm gonna make an album I think I can hopefully sell, make money. And that's how I kind of came with this album. It's his first time producing an album, so it sounds like he really took the reins on this. And he had other producers in there, but it sounds like they didn't really do anything. He did pretty much everything because he really wanted everything to sound the way he wanted. Specifically, he kind of, what he had in his head, he really wanted to get out there. So he really was in charge of everything on this album. Even there's a lot of different instruments in this album. Of course, piano, a lot of piano. The drumming is a little more like jazzy type, brushstroke type drumming. It's not real not like rock. It's not rock drumming. It's a little more jazzier. And there's different horns and orchestra in there. And it sounds like he was really specific on who he wanted. And he would fire people and hire new people to get the sound he wanted. Like I said, this is definitely it considered a successful album overall. It was inducted in the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1999, so of course critically acclaimed. Number 66 in Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Albums back in 2012. I didn't see where it was on 2020 list or whatever. But it's always, like I said, I always see it in lists of greatest albums usually, so it's usually very well liked. Charting wise, did okay. Number 29 in the U.S., number 32 in the U.K., 3 times platinum in the U.S. Overall, it's deemed successful album compared to the last one, so I think it helped him go forward with more albums. This is the only one I have on my list that I've listened to. I've listened to a couple of his, and like I said, this is the only one I thought was really that good. I don't know why this one worked for me better than the other ones. Yeah, so I'd say that, really good singer. I really love his vocals. Of course, he writes his own music, and I like the instrumentations. I'm not a fan of jazz, but yeah, I enjoyed his combinations of jazz influences with the pop and folk that he normally does. So yeah, I enjoyed it all. Um, he had 3 singles coming off this album. None of them did anything really. Yeah, I don't even say what they did. None of them really charted very well. Moondance though was named 226 song in Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Songs. So Moondance I think is I want to say most commercial song on this album, or most well known maybe. Just like a little side note, I was on vacation in Branson a couple weeks ago, and we watched these fountains. Water shoots up, and they go to music every hour. They do music, like 3 songs, and one of the songs was Moondance. So it's kind of funny sitting there listening, and then I like Moondance. So I was like, oh, that's a good song. I like this. I think my sister said, well, man, bad group of songs or something like that. Like she didn't like the songs that they were playing. I was like, oh, this is actually a pretty good song. I don't think it's a really well-known song, Moondance, but it's more well known probably than the other ones on here. Yeah, so going with that, I'll go to my top 3 favorite songs on the album. Number 3 is Into the Mystic. Just beautiful song. I like his lyrical content is very good. He has his very spiritual type lyrics in a lot of his songs that I like, and a lot of songs about nature, I think, and that kind of sense. I mean, not in a religious spiritual sense, but more of an environmental spiritual events, I guess. But anyways, Into the Mystic, really beautiful song. Really enjoyed his vocals on that. Number 2, I'm actually going with Moondance. Like I said, that's probably the most well-known song, and I thought this would be number 1 on my list because it's a song I actually quite enjoy. What I like about this song is it really feels like you're in a club, like listening. I feel like a smoked room club. I picture myself with with a singer and a bass player playing, and drummer, and just playing these kind of club room type songs, and piano player, and I don't know, it just makes that feeling, and I kind of enjoyed it. It's not usually my kind of music, but I don't know why, I really liked what he did with the song Moondance. Of course, just great vocals. Like I said, every song he's just amazing vocalist, and really puts it out there. I mean, when he sings, he really belts it out, which I really like about Van Morrison. I heard him say like he wrote the song to sound like a song that maybe Frank Sinatra would sing, and that's a pretty good description. It sounds like a Frank Sinatra almost type song, a crooner type song, but with a lot more jazzier horns and piano mixed in there. Yeah, excellent song. Definitely check it out. But as I was listening to these songs, number 1, I had to go with Crazy Love. It's a really nice love song. I think he wrote for his wife. Really, really great love song. And it's very catchy, the chorus, as he repeats the crazy love part. Anyways, just really beautiful. Another really beautiful song that I really enjoyed. I don't know, it almost sounds familiar, but I don't know if I've ever heard it before, but definitely when you listen to it, you definitely want to listen to it again. It's that good and catchy and memorable. Anyway, so that's my top 3. Caravan was a song on here that almost made my top 3, didn't quite. Another really good song on here. And it's interesting because the first song was pretty good, but then 2, 3, 4, and 5 were all these songs I just talked about. So my 4 favorite songs on the album came 2 through 5. So and the first song was pretty good too. I forget what it was now, but I remember the first song was like, oh, that's pretty good. And then 2 through 5 was like, wow, these are really great songs. The rest of the album is not nearly as good as those four, I should say, but still solid songs. But anyways, that really, when I listened to those four, I'm like, wow, he really put four really good songs together on here. Anyways, so yeah, that's my kind of review on Moondance by Van Morrison. Came in number 67 on my list. So thank you for watching this video, and really thank you to all my subscribers and for supporting me. And I say, yes, I really appreciate all you that watch this video, and give it a like or give it a comment. Love to hear your comments on what you think about Van Morrison or Moondance or any other albums he's done, or any of the songs that you like. I love reading them, and just appreciate it, and have a good day.